Yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna do.
Hey, anything you guys want to see for those who are at work or wherever?
What? What are you crying about, Tobril?
There you go, Gordo.
Sir, what?
I put a grab on the on the
Thank you.
Discord.
I'll post that later.
I was curious if people wanted to see anything in particular for those who are not on at the moment.
I think Gordle's not on, and maybe Volker.
I'm on the money. Oh, what the fuck was I gonna do?
Ooh, Inquisitive dual crossbow combat style now uses 50% of your double shot.
Just in case it didn't nerf you hard enough the first time.
Improved law now grant +1 law die instead of +2. Artificer and Rogue trees now treat Inquisitive like repeaters.
Yeah, so it's a little less damage. Just like 1 or 2 points less. Nothing too bad. But like they're nuking it from orbit, so fuck them.
You paid for it, got some play, and now they made a new thing you can pay for.
I mean, I understand it, it's very strong, but like double shot nerfs too much.
Shot on the run now grants 10% alacrity bonus to short bows and long bows.
Come one, come all, to the Degenev Brothers show. The famed illusionists have returned to Stormreach, bringing their blend of showmanship and sorcery along with them.
Holy do. do is work on strength grid. Strength.
Hey guys.
Pew.
How's it going?
Eh.
What level are you now?
Level 13? Oh, I gotta go. I think this is when, like, at level 12, you start, like, speeding up leveling. A lot more XP.
Yep, it's a lot faster.
Yeah, and you're more powerful.
I picked up both knives on live before porting over to Lamania.
Yep.
Curious if they work or not.
The DPS part, you mean?
Oh, why did it take so long to level? Why? I know my levels are free, but whatever. Just let me plug in a build. Hey, Thakar. I'm just doodling on Lamania, looking at a couple of different things. There's some surprises in the notes. Clerics and favored souls got more hit points in War Priest or War Soul, which they didn't need, but is kind of neat. They're trying to make tanky builds even tankier. Guess I'm okay with that. Yeah. Feats. Times, yep. What do I usually I'm taking quickened. Okay. That's fine. So this could be whatever feat. This could be a whatever feat. Sure.
So much lag on Lamania already.
Do. Points. Oh, and it begins the lawn long, arduous process.
What's your AC on your normal tank, Quick?
I don't have AC on them really.
Oh, okay.
I need to switch that tune while I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, you gotta recopy all you
Toggle.
guys. What make guys? Yo.
Tobro,
What's up?
are you streaming us?
Oh, I can stop that, or I can move.
I think this shit's gonna be broke.
You shouldn't stream us.
You should
If you're
stream
streaming
us.
us.
Yeah, this is a bad
Okay.
thing.
Okay, I can
Stream
bounce.
who? Stream what?
Anything that goes on in this channel?
Yeah, Vulgar streaming
Whoa.
this. Or not Vulgar, but Tobro streaming this, yeah.
I can bounce. It's not a big deal.
Discord?
Probably
Yep.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Bad.
I'll go frolic. If
Well,
you want to see some wolf
Can't see
testing,
this.
very, very
Can
slowly.
you look at this shit?
Alright. Let's go bounce over here. Alright. Now we're in our regular world. Back there. Alright. Let's go. Yeah. Doo-doo. Active. Make active. Oh, alright. Let's make it active first. Alright, so destiny up. Oh wait, don't worry about that because they're gonna reset anyway. Well, cool. Just 2 levels of nothing. I'm gonna go try some two-handed stuff. I'm gonna try a little bit of stuff on the bear. You don't gain the benefits when you are a wolfie for the two-handed, except for the bear. But he's not supposed to gain benefits from the feats. What do I normally take here? Oh, I know what I normally take here. I normally take completionist here. So that can be just whatever. Let's just grab another toughness. Somewhere. if the two-handed fighting changes are gonna offset things. There's kind of some cool things with the strike through for some of the crowd controlling things, but then they also went and they fixed some of the barbarian stuff that I didn't realize was busted. Like I didn't realize you could ear smash and throat punch or whatever people that weren't supposed to be ear smashed. That's interesting. Oh. Here we have 2. Let's see. Normally doing it 27. Oh, more toughnesses. Okay. Let's not do that. Get a little bit more of a... Actually... Yeah, let's go ahead and we can try some different here. Gotta make sure to take that for everybody else too. In case there's some weird difference. Don't need to bribe people here. Just take that. Oh. This one is charge. This one is. Please. Oh, this character didn't get one. I did get one. Oh, I didn't put points on. I put it. Oh, I kind of screwed this build up. Not really though. What did I do? Oh, I did that instead of on. That's why I don't have any hit points. That won't throw things off too much. Oh, guess maybe I should rework this. But nah, whatever. Aporia. And it doesn't really matter. Let's just take one of those. That won't hurt. Okay. So with 30, which means these have all reset. I just want to get to flowers. passive. First demonic. That is what the extra ones are also a defensive. Next one's actually usually meld, and then those two and the other defensive. If we did already, I see these. That we can cast our spells. Don't need this. We do need more. Yep. Nope. That guy. Go ahead and take one of these things. This and that. Do a whole heck of our other spells. I'll take that guy, 'cause that's what we Sure, take that guy. Let's put places. Oh, this I guess this feat is important. Now, put him where he usually goes. Put that where that usually goes. Put that where that usually goes. Haphazardly arrange some of these other buffs. That's all we need there. Usually he's over here, but. Cool, we're gonna pick up a whole lot. Alright. Anything else for us? We adjust that. One point. Live. Double strike is sufficient. What is it doing? This. That. This. That. Yeah, this. I like that guy. He's kind of useful. What's this? 39 HP. That's great. Okay, so if I put any points here at all, I have to do it for everybody. So let's just put the 1 point there. Make sure to leave this the same for everybody. I have enough points, like, you know, I do that. Let's just go ahead and max that one out, and we know we put a point there. Okay. Shout. So we're all gonna do this. Tag and damage. That to help get our owls back. Enough of that. So the more wisdom-based builds take these guys. So we need to take something to get us. No, it's garbage. Just need to take a little something to get us up here. This would better represent life. Dark round points. Stats. Good enough. Life. There's a lot of stuff. Points to put here. That's okay. Just want to try some things out across different builds. Different variants. What's the thing I really need? Oh. Generations. Take this. This thing. I'm gonna put our house back to this one. Oh, that healing hand's nerfed some. Let's not work with him. Let's just do. Let's just do basic things. So we won't need to just first. Dread. Make active. No, this takes forever. Not exciting, but it's big. That'll be our standard layout for swords. That is because everybody using the black razor is on an even level, and I have a black razor that's upgraded. So, let's go get some gears. Legendary items. We're gonna go with the same basic gear set we went with last time on the media. Cannot afford. Oh, come on. give me the option to... there's an option where he just gives you money. Fine. There's probably an option where he just gives you money. Let's just go grab some money. Here's some money for your real estate. Go. Do. Getting stuff. Money. Boom. Legendary items. Ravenloft. This guy. That guy. This guy. This guy. There. Actually, no. He gets a slightly different item. That. And is it in part 2? Yes, it is. Strength version would get something more like that. That's gonna really hurt, but on the strength version of the build, we end up having to take strength. Wisdom version gets to keep this guy for now until moving towards a different gear setup. Could leave that off of the wisdom version as well. And that would give it apples to apples minus that insightful double strike. Oh, we'll test both on the wisdom version. Meanwhile, that makes that. Need, I think, 40 for this guy. Ah. Where's he at? Where's he at? Did we have one of those on live? Get back, let's get back. Alright, so there's a weapon. Now we need Sharn. Hey, Defiant One. Just trying out a few different wolfies on the Lemanias. I'm just looking to see what's going on. Seeing what they're doing. How are you today? Sharn. Legendary. Said any particular changes or things that you think are interesting, game breaking, etc.? This guy? No. This guy. Boop. The trinket empty. Oh, you like at work or something? Yeah. I got the day off, so it's time to play. What are you gonna test out? Any particular builds or? Yeah, I thought so. Wolf and sword and board. Oh. So I'm guessing bear then. Vanguard wolf, huh? Assuming that's what easy. Bad at everything, so. Alright, alright. Spell, this spell. Oh, I didn't click the button for my... Ugh. Thought I clicked my stopwatch. However long that was. They can't hit the freaking stopwatch. 45% stat. Strike through. Is going to be interesting. Alright, starting at a near full blitz. Hit the... Okay. Can I hit a button? Again. our little notepad out. Alright, and while we're still mostly at a full blitz. And another run. Then a couple numbers to look at. There's a couple times that have a little bit of numbers, examples, case of lag, streakiness, etc. So I'm gonna try strength, then pure wisdom, and then a favorite soul split. Elves? Ew! Pointy ears? Gross. You're gonna have to like hug trees and stuff too as an elf. Eat bran, your crystals. About to say. Barb fighter. Oh. I want to say yes. I don't know how much is actually in them. Last time I looked, it's just like a few percentages. Like the feats give you so much. I don't know if you would take a race just for the strike. The classes have their own merits. Unless they fiddle with the value since then. Because like in Fury, there wasn't a whole heck of a lot of strike through. There was some, but the feats just give you most of it. Wolves do not get strike through. They're not supposed to. Let's go kill this thing, and then we can go look at that. I can try that for you. The wolfie's not supposed to get it, but the bear is. Wow, that was laggy to the point where I don't think I want to count that. Let's go look at that. Let's go find these guys. The strike through come in on here. Strike through chance, 65%. Well, maybe he does get it. Let's find out. Oh lord, there's 400 people here. This may be a little tricky. Last I read, he wasn't supposed to. The wolf wasn't supposed to get strike through. Reappear. Kobolds, come back. Here we go. Not seeing any strike throughs just yet. We get kind of up in different spaces. Nope, looks like it's definitely not. Quest might be better. I had to go all the way to a quest? If we can't get something definitive here, I can go quest. Alright, let's find a bear. Well, it shows up on the stat sheet. There, right there. Boom. The bear's doing it. The bear's doing it a lot. So the bear's gonna do it, so that's kind of cool for the bear. Oh, I wonder if, where's that stat sheet again? And again, the stat sheet is like Crazy Town. 85%? It's supposed to go to, what, potentially 3? So that's kind of neat. This is like, the kids aren't putting their clothes away or something. I'm just gonna smack them on the back of the head of the bear. Roar, bear, roar, bear. Take that, cool. Out of all the tanky things, I think the bear definitely has the highest DPS. Well, keep in mind, I guess it depends on your goal. If your goal is just to hit lots of things at once and flail around your arms like a crazy person, yeah, I mean, that's alright. If it's just raw DPS, the wolf is far, far ahead. But the bear has some very cool options for tanking. You have to like go into and put more points into like the actual like tree and stuff. And if you already know this stuff, I can talk about something else. But in the bear tree, when you take you end up getting this great maul, and then you take the swipe spell. One of these in here. Oh, shred. It's like it's those two in some combination, and that gives you enough points to cast roar. And then the roar does the big AoE stun, and the roar stun has an AoE that's like it's like the mass cure or haste circle, but bigger than that. Like it hits real far out. It's not like everything is nothing, but it's like maybe double a haste circle, and the stun DC is crazy high. It's real good. It's real good. None of this stuff's gonna be close enough to do any kind of stuff. Alright. So let's go find another... I wanna do one more... just dummy in the back real quick, not being abused. I'm gonna knock him down real quick and then try to do one more run. Because that last run had a lot of lag. The bear CC is real good. Because you got that, you've got, you have it's not snow slide, but it follows the same line as snow slide, and it does knockdown, which is pretty good. The Great Maul, I think, is a stun and an intim that the intim hits everybody, and probably shouldn't, but it does. The bear has some really cool CC options. Probably more so than other tanky things. And of course you can still dire charge. And it kind of looks awesome to be a bear and charge into a whole bunch of monsters and be like, roar, roar. If I was a monster, that'd probably be frightening as stacked. That's rolling. Make sure this is rolling. Make sure stopwatch is up. Ready. Okay. Now he comes back. Target. Target him. Here we go. Hey, I didn't hit the stopwatch. Look at that. Do you have playing through it on live if you like? Presuming. The new meta feat. I guess I'm not sure what meta feat you're talking about. Oh, is it one of the like mini shot except for throwing weapons, like that one, or one of the other ones? Oh, you know, I'm not sure. I haven't looked at much alchemist stuff. I don't know. You talking like just like rapid shot, just like that, or something specific to alchemist? That was 130, but that was such a laggy run. One more time. Go away, lag. Nobody wants to. Can't remember the name. I sure don't know. Is there like a ranged section? Has it? Spaced out. I'll take that. Those are the two there. Alright. Probably should look at Alchemist. We're gonna have to play one in a couple weeks to get completions back. That's the name of the feat? Accelerate? Oh, that's why, huh? Yeah, testing can be rough today with so much lag. Why is there so much lag on this? Well, okay, this server probably has like running on a Pentium 2. Alright, so now that was Strength Wolf. Simple Throne Expertise. Oh, so that's like Shuriken Expertise. Or whatever that feat's called for Shurikens. Yeah, these story things look pretty cool, man. Like, I think a lot of people are looking at like 3 wizard or 3 or 4 wizard or whatever it is, whatever gets you zombie form. Zombie form, the Eldritch Knight, or whatever the heck Alchemist does. Alright, time for the boring part. Let's go to the same race, we'll take the same. Okay, this time, all wisdom. Worry about strength at all. There's still this in common. Sword. We're gonna take the same. That feeds gets you some nice things. Okay, not that important. We look like on the mark. 1, 2, 3, 5 things. It's not bad, I guess. Accelerate spell. This guy gets all his ups. Make a script to do this. Ugh. So, alright, give me my pile of crap. I'll treasure this always. Take us in, Captain! Oh, we're going to Stormreach, boys! Man, I'm gonna get Stormreach, and it's gonna be dark as balls. I'm gonna get mugged in this fucking alley. I better take the teleporter. I gotta steal my stuffed animals. I'm a druid, so I have a lot of stuffed animals. Actually, they're probably real animals because I'm a druid. They just follow me around. Oh boy, another one of these. Ultimate mastery! This is probably why it's lagging, because there's 400 people leveling. I don't know why it has to lag this thing so hard. It'd also be cool if the druid pet was a little better. The producer letter said they're going to do a pet pass this year. Thought I could be imagining that. Yeah, it's kind of. He's okay, I guess, but doesn't do a lot. All he does is just take hits. Yeah, they just. I wouldn't pull one out in a group except to pull a lever either. Yeah, a feat for the pet though is just. I don't know. It seems real steep when you're on classes that are already a little feat starved. Yeah, I agree. I use him sometimes. Like I use him up to R1, but that's just so that it takes hits. And on the druid you throw a master generate and he usually stays alive. Other than that, he's kind of bad. My experience with the little doggy is that he's on the wolf at least. Excuse me. That he just doesn't quite do anything. Yeah. Stuff just doesn't live long enough usually. You could probably put a little bit more effort into trying to activate the hamstring, but I'm bad at things and lazy. I mean, he didn't necessarily have to be like a DPS powerhouse. That would be cool. That would. Oh, hey, you know what? I need to actually eat a tome so I can take the next feat. That'd be kind of cool if when they did the patch, they did a little bit more work on their their supporting aspect. Like they got like huge, massive, ridiculous bonuses to trip and like the hamstring and they just basically went nuts and like you hit the little go get 'em button and they go and just like maul the CC the crap out of something. Like jump up and bite a caster's everything. And then they're tripped and stunned and stuck and deafened and got their throat ripped out. Something. Something good. Give them that, give them a little bit more survivability. And I think they'd probably be good enough. Ah! Alright, precision. Oh, that's what I didn't have on the other guy. I didn't have precision. Active. Dumb. Yeah. Maybe there's some choices for the pet tricks, or I don't know if that would be useful or not. They're just not worth it. Hey, here's a wolfie. He said the little wolfie's gonna come up here and train you. What would you do to the pets to make them better? Aside from the special attack. If anything. 5 feet there to take. Oh, attack speed? Yeah. Not super fast at attack. Yep. Destiny time. Maybe they can have some more damage too or something. Will they help your attack better? Like some D&D editions, they help flank. Maybe they could do something crazy like you can feed them your attack bonus and power and stuff. I'm so good at being an ultimate master. Yeah, that'd be alright. Like, if they had useful intims, they could actually get in there and really get on things. That'd be right. The skeleton's pretty hardy. I don't know what he's like in like epics and things, but I know leveling up, he's pretty sturdy. He gets after it. But Artisan's Fur and Druid pets just don't quite go at it like he does. There. Go. Well, yeah. A lot of people have kind of navigated away from that. I mean, it's still kind of okay. But I don't know if it's top DPS anymore. Losing that attack speed really hurts. It sure does. The one build that's gonna get a lot of love, or some love. The mall clerics. Oh, this is a. Let's just put a toughness here because this is usually completionist. Oh, hey, look at that. Oh, yeah. The two-handed maul with the Sylvanas. Those, so like usually the PDK, that's, good grief, I can't find toughness. Let's just take some other feats, it won't matter. Oh, here's toughness. Does have to be iconic. You gotta be iconic and you have to be not Morning Lord, which is too bad because Morning Lord starts Cleric. Very unfortunate because then that'd be a really nice way to do Morning Lord lives. The, I don't know if you saw, War Priest and War Soul, oh, excuse me, are getting more stacking hit points. Yeah, it's for lore reasons, but it's also inconsistent because it's the only one of those where you get like a really good static bonus. Like all the other ones get some dumb clicky that does something not all that great every other year. A really long cooldown. I don't know what level I am. Where do you want to take some of this? Wow, lag. Come on, you can do it. Seven? Okay, let's take the same thing to other. Yeah, it's pretty good. It is pretty good. By this point, you probably have lots of Baba tokens, so it's not. Baba's not a super hard raid either. At least on Sarlona. It doesn't quite get pugged, but a lot of them go up. If you did throw up a pug one, it wouldn't be that terrible to do, even just on normal. I know it's kind of lame, but after a couple of years, you'd still be getting it done. Yes, and our board. Yay. I don't know. I sure don't know. What am I looking for? Oh. Spell dust. It's finding spell components requires walking a couple of steps in some other direction. Oh wait, I need gold. Of note, what is still basically the highest DPS for the wolfies too is that that poison meddling falchion from whatchamacallit, from Madness. It's still the best. I did some runs last Lamania and it outperformed everything. Pretty good. Scorpion's Tail or something like that. It's in Toxic Treatment, the end of the Madness chain. The update 43 stuff. It's actually it's right here. I can find it in here. It is one of these guys. Yeah, this guy right there. He is the best. He outperformed everything. He outperformed the Black Razor I'm going to buy in a couple seconds. The reason I'm doing the Black Razor is because I have one upgrade on live, and doing a bunch of lives as a druid, and I also have a epic sword of shadows, so it makes it kind of nice. Now the Black Razor is not super far behind the Scorpion Tail or whatever it was. Hey, beef. It's really close to it. So it's not the end of the world. Plus, this also does a debuff, which can kind of help in a group. It does, where is that? Lowers fortification, armor class saves, and it's a different debuff, and not a lot of people tend to have it. We tend to use it, so you usually end up applying that debuff, which is pretty nice. Pretty nice. Somebody has snuck into Discord. Who could it be? I see you.
Don't mind the person behind the curtain.
On my very professional stream, which consists of me basically just jacking it.
I mean, I can see that you're streaming. I'm not going to watch it because I have video, but
Also, you have standards. Level 20 Falchion, I...
let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Level 20 Falchion, probably just take the Borderlands one. I don't know if there's a real good level 20 Falchion.
I mean, is there any good first level falchions? I mean, falchions.
Also the Borderlands one. Oh, okay, there is that. I have an Epic Zom, but it's on a different guy. I'd have to get one of those little thingies and move it. Zom is pretty cool. And would not cost a feat. Or Zoom, or however you say it.
Zoom.
Zoom! So it's a falchion, so think 3-5 for a second. And it's basically a kind of so-so falchion, but it has a ×3 crit multiplier versus a ×2.
Okay, did the falchion have a greater crit range? I can't remember.
Yeah. So the 3-0-3-5 falchion has like a what's the default?
Default was
Not
1920.
1920. It's wider than
1820?
that. It's like 1720 or something like that. It's extra wide. Don't quote me on any of this. I just remember it's extra wide, extra good. And we like things that are extra wide and extra good.
There is definitely a sex joke here,
Oh, there totally is.
but I'm not sure like if it's okay to make said sex joke on your stream.
There's like all the people in my stream are gonna be like over the age of 90 because they're DDO players.
Well, that is a statement that you can make.
What? You trying to make a sex joke? Oh, I remember what that was like. I was back in 1974.
Speaking of sex jokes, did you get your penis bitten off the other night?
Nope. She crazy. She very crazy.
Well, that's why I was concerned with you getting your penis bitten off.
Nope. Way too crazy.
So,
Like-
okay,
Like, we're
So
so
what
far
happened?
off the crazy scale. She's just like, I'm 1000% sure this person had actual either manic or something going on. Something
Okay.
was up with this person.
but was it so? But was it enough to throw off the hot crazy scale?
I mean, kind of, but the crazy like shot so far off the scale, like this person's in like another world.
Hmm.
Beef, I did pure strength druid, I'm doing pure wisdom druid, then I'm doing a split druid. Yeah, she was like super crazy. Super crazy. Wild card. Oh boy. Yeah, like all over the place. Went to like this kind of jazz dance thing.
Hmm.
And she wanted like dances with people that were good at dancing, that's fine. That's not uncommon in that kind of a scene. But she was like it's almost like I wasn't there. And like we
Oh.
talked and stuff, but she was just like so in her own world. Don't
That
don't do
happened.
it. Don't do it, beef. Don't play quarterstaffs. You have to carry 30 quarterstaffs. Yeah, she was like super space cadet. Out of this world.
Well, that is unfortunate.
You know. I knew what I was getting into. And you knew what?
But did you really know what you were getting into?
I mean, sort of.
But did you?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay, so long as you kind of knew.
I kind of do. I kind of do. But you know what happens if you don't try things?
Say again?
You know what happens if you don't try things? Nothing.
You don't get your niblets bit off by crazy bitches?
That's true. You know, even with those, this was back in the day, but even with those enhancements, you're still worth your sticks like crazy. Maybe the Staff of Shadow, you'd be okay, but
Oh, you went back to talking DDO.
I'm kind of bouncing back and forth. I have like 1 million people watching my stream right now.
And by a
Like-
million, you mean like 2?
There's 3 people talking at least. 4 people
Oh, wow.
talking.
So it really wasn't appropriate for me to be talking about the fact you went on a date the other night. Almost got
That's
your dick
fine. I think it makes it more interesting.
If any of you watching are single ladies, Tobril is absolutely available. You have to at least fall somewhere on the hot crazy scale.
Mostly on the crazy scale.
He is willing to accept crazy up to a point, apparently. So long as that crazy means that like you're stalking him. Because apparently if you're crazy means you ignore him, he's not into it.
Yeah.
So by all means, if any of you have your Tobril shrines ready to go, like he is interested, I will tell you he lives in the western United States.
Oh, Colorado.
See, I wasn't going to tell people you lived in Colorado. Now they can find you.
Let him come get me.
You say that, but then they will, and then you know who's going to feel bad? I'm going to feel bad. I'm going to be like, well, damn it. He wouldn't be in this situation had I not said anything. And then I might have to cry.
You wouldn't cry.
I would so cry. Like, okay, of people in defense, if things went wrong, right, and you guys started dropping off, like, there's like 3 of you who, if something happened to you, I would legitimately cry, right?
Go on. This is not Dungeons Therapy.
Oh, do you want me to tell you who I'd like legitimately cry if something happened to them?
Oh, probably
Is that what
Zach.
you're asking for?
Probably Zach.
Oh, Zach is definitely up there. Zach is at the top of the list.
Yeah, I would cry if something happened to Zach. We like him.
If anything happened to Zach, like, I would probably be inconsolable for fucking years, right? You, because for whatever reason, I actually like you.
Aww.
And in fact, I would go so far as to say, that I actually like you more than I like your brother, who is the reason who I know you. And then lastly, Witty. If anything happened to Witty, I'd be very sad. Because he's just, like, it's just Witty, right? Like, you're just like, oh, it's Witty.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like that is the breakdown of, like, if things started happening to people, who I would actually cry about versus who I would. Like, if something happened to, like, your brother, depending on what happened, I may just laugh hysterically. if something happened to Ryan, I'd be like, so does this mean you're not moving out of my house? If something happened to Dustin, I'd definitely laugh hysterically.
Oh, I think we would all laugh at him. Becoming demised.
No, but in all honesty, if anything ever happened to any of you guys, I'd be torn apart. I know I talk a lot of shit, but I love you guys. And I apologize for not having been the greatest friend over the last couple of months.
That's alright. Life happens, you know. Things happen.
Yes, life happens, but it shouldn't be an excuse for me to be a bad friend.
You're a terrible human being. You can self-flagellate in the near future. I'll bring you out the scourge. I'm totally gonna post a sick DPS video for Titan.
Do I have to self-flagellate, or can I go to Big Nose Kate's and get like a 15-year-old to come home and flagellate me?
Oh, maybe not.
What's hilarious is you go to Big Nose Kate's and you're like, okay, so none of these, it's clear that none of these girls are 21. Why the fuck are they here?
Yeah, let's not
running around with their fake IDs and shit.
Let's not go. Let's just throw them back in the pool.
Oh, I'm not gonna do that. I am not. Like, I don't know. It is.
You're not Dustin?
I am not. It's my understanding you're the one who accidentally brought somebody home that you shouldn't have.
Yeah, but I threw them back once I find out because.
Oh yeah. No, you gotta throw them back once you find out. I mean, we're not Dustin.
This is the way.
This is the way. So have you watched all of The Mandalorian then?
I've watched none of The Mandalorian.
How have you not watched any of The Mandalorian?
I don't have that particular service.
Bitch, why didn't you say something? When we're not broadcasting on your thing? Or no shit, I've got your phone number. Fucking text.
Yeah.
We live in now.
We do live in now. Homes do kick in much earlier now, which is very nice.
Alright, let's find Tobril Swab.
Let's see. Take or just looking for sense weakness?
Alright, you should now have access to the Disney Plus.
Well, so much for me getting anything useful done.
And also the Hulus.
They need to consolidate Hulu with Little Brother. We were gonna work out some kind of package deal so we can get more into Hulus.
So I've got the bundle that gives me the Disney and the Hulu and the the EPS.
Ah, well in that case maybe I'll just bundle with you then. I can throw you some money and then we can share or whatever.
Now it's just the basic Hulu.
Oh, I have the no ads Hulu. The middle no ads Hulu?
Nope, I've got the thing. But my thing allows it so that I don't have to do like I get the Disney Plus, right? I mean,
yeah.
Which in and of itself is worthwhile, in my opinion. Actually, I think I've used Hulu more than I've used Disney Plus, but that's there.
Oh, the more they get the Marvel stuff in there.
Right.
Yeah, animal growth. That's what we need. Roll out. Actually, not on this build. Other builds.
Autobot.
I'm a wolf.
Roll out. Are you a wolf?
I'm a doggy.
Are you a doge?
I'm a wolf, man. I'm a winter wolf. Did you know why?
Because you're a wolf?
Cause they're okay DPS, that's why. They're hell on wheels, man.
Are they?
Heck yeah. You have like, so you have a trip, and you have another trip, and they're really, really good trips, and then you have a thing where your ghost wolves come out, and everybody gets confused, and they take damage, and they run around all lost. And then you get snow slide, where you leap through people and they're frozen. And then you get like some cleaves, and you get all kinds of stuff on the wolf. It's ridiculous. You get like so many CCs. It's crazy. Basically lock down the entire army. My UI's gorgeous, Beef. What are you talking about? What are you talking? You're on the crack cocaine. Yeah, the wolfies are real good. They are just, they're not the highest dips, but they are up there. I have not looked at the shared bank changes yet. I will find a banker and go look at that. Meanwhile, I'll attempt to put this on my bar. What am I missing? This is what I'm missing. I think I should go look at this shared bank. Is there a banker in here? Here's a banker. I'd like to check my account. Oh my gosh! Look at that! Oh man. That is pimp. They put little searchy filter options on the shared bank. Oh, buddy. Crafting storage bank is still garbage. This is nice. This is the way. That's pretty good.
Are you come the fuck on?
I almost came looking at those changes. It's really good. Alright. I don't know why I'm on such a druid kick lately. I'm gonna play a druid for Little Brothers campaign. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be the wolf pack. Alright, let's find a little kobold that's by his loneliness. Oh, oh. Stopwatch. Okay. I'm gonna blitz up this kobold. Stacked. I did make a guild name. You collab? Oh, working on killing the kobolds. Let's get blitzed up here. This is being real streaky bad. There we go. There we go. They can have that co-op. Pink with everything. No, it's not. That's it's hard to do that on the pure. Okay. Pretty stacked. Hard to do that on the pure. The split's gonna be able to do that a lot easier. The split will be way easier.
But is it?
Yeah, it is.
But is it? But is it?
Totally is.
Okay, if you say so.
So B's talking about a particular axe. What in the lag is happening? B's talking about a particular axe that has a debuff effect. Alright, pretty good. Doing a terrible job of the boost activation and such.
You are a terrible activation. Single ladies on the stream, do not take that as any kind of derogatory statement about my friend Tobril. He is very charming.
I'm gonna have to
And
restart
occasion-
this particular test. This test was early.
And occasionally charismatic.
Occasionally. Most of the time not. Occasionally.
Not very self-deprecating, so don't listen to any of the negative shit
Oh,
he tells
please.
himself.
Motherfuck, that's why. Okay. Was doing what it was told.
It was doing.
Was doing exactly what it was told. I was activating stuff on a different bar. No wonder. Well, most of the time I remember to have bar number 1 here. Making 30 characters kind of throws it off. Now we're killing people. In case you were wondering what's happening. Setting up the cobalt killer. Below wisdom. Not too bad. Good. Do a couple of runs on this. Trying out the different variants on the test server just to see how things behave. Doing these conversations about, oh, strength is way better, or oh, wisdom is way better, or like whatever. Has some actual numbers to go with it. Much better. Roar, grr, growl. Kill. And of course it didn't start the stopwatch because it's got the tiniest little button to start. Thanks, Google. Well, this is a wisdom one. He doesn't have a whole lot of strength. And I also didn't go digging through the full bucket of things for strength. And it's also using kind of a, maybe not the gear set I would use. It is because you have to go find the thingies to upgrade yeah. So I'm kind of making some notes on that as well. So damage is obviously much higher when you have, you know, like 21 wisdom on one of the shrine things, or like, you know, extra wisdom other places. You gotta kind of take some of that into account too. Hey, the stopwatch started. Last time I put on some just 8 augments out of the little doodad. Well, this is just a brand new made character. I could probably transfer a guy to get a little bit more of an idea. Because this at least gets it ballpark. Last time some of this was a little bit more relevant too, because then I did a bunch of different weapons with the exact same character that I didn't have on mine. And that was pretty insightful. I think it's kind of an idea. Alright, that gives a little bit of an idea what's going on there. The more wisdom would boost that way up. Hey, thanks man. Thanks for watching. Okey-dokey. Time for the boring part. A slightly different split. So for Beef's benefit, the next build is going to be the favored soul one, barbarian one, and 18 druid. This part takes forever. Okay, because I made the other one kind of like this, I'm going to make this one maxed out like that. I would do strength and con for real, but for purposes of getting wisdom items is a problem on the mania without copying someone over. I'm going to build it like this for the moment. Okay. Oh, precision takes more dexterity. I won't have that till later. You still know what extra feat to take. Kinda wanna fool around with that. Then get the strength mod pretty high. But for just giggles, let's try this. That's not bad actually. Yeah, any split's also going to lose some damage too because of losing the capstone double strike. That made a pretty decisive, was a pretty big chunk of DPS. In wisdom you get the frog and stuff, I mean, which is kind of okay. This split has some advantages though. This split, you are slightly faster because you're barbarian. And I think I'm going to be able to get the tactics way, way higher. For a variety of reasons. One of the reasons is because of my low number of Reaper points, and you get a lot more. You get a little bit more juice. I usually don't have problems on running dry. It's usually not a big deal. This build was still going to have some wisdom, I think it ends up having. Where's this at? Still ends up having like in the 70s wisdom. Wait, no, that's the wrong one. Gotta pull up the correct build here. Okay, it ends up having in like the high 40s, low 50s wisdom. Which is not bad. You'll still have an okay amount of stuff. Oh, whatever. Those don't matter. These matter. Where? Oh, here. We need our shape changing. And our pin. Where did it go? Where did they put it? Why can't I natural open fighting? Oh, Druid level 3. Okay. That's fine. Okay. Well, we end up taking this anyhow. Literally. This one's going on strength. Other benefits. It's really nice to have the quickened nightshield. Like, really nice. And having the quickened protection from evil is also nice. So for leveling, I think it's very, very nice. Here we go. That is your choice of bear or bear. That's a good choice. Excellent choice. Druid. I got the leveling order worked out a little bit different in the planner. This still ends up with everything when you do it this way. So part of the reason why the strength is going to also be better is because going strength based, if you have less Reaper points like me, you can immediately get into tactics and strength, which is nice. Otherwise, you're going to have to get into hit points, wisdom, which is way deep up here, and tactics.
Have returned to Stormreach.
So the tactics DCs are going to get higher faster. Later on, when you're somebody that has a whole bajillion... Hey, you know what? I should probably turn that on. Later on, when you're somebody that has a whole bunch of Reaper points, that doesn't matter. But 33 or 37 Reaper points is what you need to get all the way up here, all the way up here, all the way to like here, and then 21 points in here. And after that, I'm not sure where I would put points yet. Alright, let's go get some ultimate power. ultimate mastery. $34. Is that on the cleric? The mall cleric? The guy has 12. That. I know points are going into listen, that's just, it doesn't matter. Come on. Strength. Natural weapon. Shapes usually at the bottom. Might redo the mall cleric as a stick. Oh! I don't know if you saw the notes. I don't know what kind of stick build you'd be doing, but War Priest and War Soul get at the level 12 they get 10% extra hit points. It's currently on Lamania marked as quality. The release note said some other bonus. Yeah, Lamania is up since. It is up and we are cooking. We are trying some things. Malcolm Kinson. I did remember that. Tomon. Yeah, the 12 bottom, so this isn't a favorite soul, but the 12 core, 12th level core, gets 10% hit points for both versions of the War Priest, both classes. They just added that for this round of the new update. And let me just post the. Here's the thread. Oops, that's the wrong thing. This window. Thanks, Vanna. Boop. There we go. There's the thread. Oh, by the way, John, are you still there?
Yes, sir. Sorry, my dog started barking, so I muted it.
Oh, okay. Apparently, the stream is greatly enhanced when talking about my love life or lack thereof.
Say again?
Apparently, the stream is greatly enhanced with talking about my love life.
Oh. Do they want you to talk about it? Or do they want me to talk about it?
Some people in the Discord were saying it makes things interesting.
I mean,
It's just funny.
I can absolutely continue to rag on how you don't have a love life. Like I have an excuse, like you don't.
I don't. I do have an excuse. I have an excuse. My excuse is Dungeons and Dragons.
No. Boo! Boo hiss! Boo!
Who needs anything else except for Dungeons and Dragons?
Who needs love when you can just have D&D?
Yeah. When you have kobolds and monsters, it's pretty good.
You are
The best at what I do. Which apparently is level characters on the manga. Alright, let's do a little survey on our feats we've taken so far. Quickened. Took that. We need precision. Combat styles. This has been taken 3 times. Improved critical precision. Where are you? Precision. Here we go. All the feats we ever wanted. Versatility was shall. Interesting. Very interesting. People on their secret identities. Okay, not druid. Not druid.
Okay, so I found this recipe for fried potatoes that I want to make. And so that means I have to acquire my arch nemesis as far as kitchen utensils.
What is that?
The mandolin.
The Mandalorian?
Not the Mandalorian, the mandolin. Surely you know what a mandolin is.
Yeah, it's like a stringed instrument.
Oh god.
I know what it is. It's the thingy where you kind of...
It's the devil spawn thing where you slide stuff across it and it slices it, right?
What if you just use a knife?
Because the mandolin is one faster and 2 gives you more even slices.
I mean...
Any other stupid questions?
What if you're good with a knife?
Okay, that's fine. You wanna come over and cut my potatoes every time I want fried potatoes?
I know. I thought about getting one of those like fry makers, and ended up not. So now I just use the knife and slice them. But I also don't make really thin fries either. So if you're like, I'm guessing this is something that's making like real thin.
Yeah, sort of thin, right?
Okay.
And like you can use it for all sorts of things, right? Like it like the one I'm looking at also has like an attachment so it becomes a cheese grater, and like you can use it for all sorts of things.
Yeah.
Right? Like it's got a zester thing. Like it is an honest to god multitask. Right? For those of you who watch Good Eats, you'll know why multitasks are important. But as I'm doing this, I have had several run-ins with mandolin. Right? I am not afraid to admit that as a 34-year-old man, I am terrified of this kitchen. So as I'm looking at this thing, I'm also looking at the fact that I can buy cut gloves.
Yeah, you gotta buy those things.
I gotta buy cut gloves, and then my brain went one step further and said, or you just go to the parts room at work and tell them you need a pair of cut gloves. And then you get cut gloves.
Beef says chainmail gloves, which is basically what they are.
Yeah, I mean, more modern versions tend to have like Kevlar in the thread, like Kevlar in the fabric that's woven through. But yeah. Man, it's only 5:30.
It is. I did look at those, especially after you said you sliced yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I thought about that just in general too, but I don't have the mandolin. And I learned my lesson about trying to cut quickly with a chef knife.
Is it because you cut yourself?
No. It was because like 100 X's ago, somebody, the X at the time, was displeased with my cutting speed.
And she cut herself?
She's like, I can cut those faster. Alright, well, if you don't like my cutting speed, you don't like me helping, okay. Well, you cut these potatoes. And she proceeded,
And then she cut herself.
about 2 seconds in, yelling at me for being slow, damn near slices her thumb off.
Gotta love it.
She has like a missing chunk of thumb to this day. Not like a huge chunk, but like if you know what you're looking for, it's there.
Right.
And
What's like
then-
I've got a big scar on my thumb, right? Because
From the mandolin?
well, no, the mandolin scar is on one of my other.
One of your other thumbs?
No. Where is the mandolin scar?
It turns out that having to stop and put a band-aid on and clean the blood off of the stuff you're making, because you're making it for people, actually slows you down more than my slow cutting speed.
Right?
So
Okay,
then I
so-
proceeded to cut the rest of the potatoes, and she proceeded to not make a sound for the rest of the cutting of the potatoes, while we put band-aids and neosporin and such.
Okay, so here's the thing, right? Sonic is having 50-cent corn dog day. I don't know if you're on the 30th. I don't know if you were a part of the conversation for that earlier, but anyway, a couple days ago. Anyway, so for those on the stream who aren't aware, I am a safety professional. What I do for a living is I make sure that people do the things that they have to do so they don't get hurt.
Like, don't cut their damn hands off and make fun of people that are slow at cutting.
Right?
Who's
So
slow now?
right. So let's talk about that.
No opposable digits?
It's slow now, right? So a couple months ago, we had an employee who attempted to bisect the webbing between her index finger and thumb with a box cutter.
I don't like the story anymore.
So when I asked her, well, why didn't you go get a cut glove before you started cutting that box? She told me because it would take too long. Now,
Cutting your arm off is faster.
what you have to understand is where this event occurred, had she literally walked 17, what were for me 17 steps. She was a slightly smaller middle-aged woman, so it may have taken her maybe 20 steps. There is a parts cabinet, and inside inside supplies cabinet is a stack of cut gloves of varying sizes, from small to large. It would have
Okay.
taken her maybe 2 minutes.
How long did it take to
walk
like get sewn up?
We were in the ER getting her sewn up for 2.5 hours.
So I'm no like timeologist, but
I don't think that's a great return on investment.
no.
Like, I'm not good at these things, but like as I look at it, it's like, well, I don't think that's really what we're trying to go for here.
Not so much. No, so much.
Also, I wish the people who said they might call me to go out to dinner will just fucking call me and either let me know that we're not or that we are so that I can start thinking about what I'm doing for dinner.
You want to come over and have a pizza with me? Have a pizza.
Let's
have a
not do
pizza.
pizza because because I'm surrounded by pizza every day. But
That's true.
I would
Wow.
I would be super down for some wings. Old Chicago has buy one get one free wing night. And I think my super hot redheaded neighbor is working.
Oh, really? Go on. Suddenly this story is interesting.
She's just very, very attractive and very, very redheaded. And she works at Old Chicago.
I'm okay with this.
Like I said, I can introduce you. I could play Have You Met My Friend Chris? And you could woo the 20-something bartender girl.
Now, is she
And
crazy? Because that's the ultimate requirement.
you know, I don't know. I do know that her name is Abigail. And as I was talking to her, because I had seen her going to and from the trash can and the mailbox and stuff, and then one night I went over to for wings, for buy one get one free wings, and she was the bartender, and we got talking a little bit more, and I finally learned her name and things like that. But her name is Abigail, and I asked her, is it ever Abby or Gail? And she's like, no, it is always Abigail. So there you go. I don't know if that's an indication of her being crazy or not, but she's very specific that her name is Abigail.
I think it's fair if people want to be called by their name.
I think it is too, but she was very emphatic. Like, I'm pretty sure had I messed it up, she was gonna shank me.
Maybe it's like just a triggering thing for her.
She was gonna split this white boy from stem to stern, right? Like, hey-ya. For those on the stream who don't know me, I am incredibly Caucasian.
This is true.
Like, my ancestry is Irish and Scandinavian. Like, you don't get much whiter than me. In fact, I don't know that you can, like, I don't think there's any combination of ethnicities that are any whiter than me.
You could be openly ginger.
I could be openly ginger. That's true. I am not a ginger.
It's very brave. Being that way.
I don't know if you're making a reference to the Disney Pixar movie Brave, which has a very redheaded main character.
I mean,
or
yeah. Yes, that's exactly what
Damn it, Chris! I mean, Tobril.
That is 100% what I was going for. Now.
Yes, that is exactly what we meant to do. Wink, wink. Nud.
One of these things is a fist. No, it's a flower.
The thing at the end of your hand, or the end of your arm, is your fist.
So the monk special extra class thingy is a flower and not a fist, and the fist is a tanky one, and it's confusing as fuck. Like, the tanky one should be a shield, the monk one should be a fist, and it always confuses me.
Okay.
I'm just saying, the icons don't match up. They should be.
Wait.
Kitty beef.
Why is the monk not the fist?
So there's when you go.
And is it the fist of the North Star?
Kind of. There's something called the Epic Destinies. So when you hit 20 and then go beyond, go plus Ultra, you get these things called Epic Destinies. And there's they're not, if you're in any Epic Destiny, you will get something for your class. But certain aspects of certain destinies are much more focused on certain classes or playstyles. So like Grandmaster of Flowers aka the Monk one, has a lot of focus on like unarmed strikes and stuff. Well, I guess they took some of that. They backed some of that. But anyhow, they're more or less designed for certain builds and classes.
Okay.
And the tanky one, like the super tanky one that gives you lots of hit points, armor class, stuff, it's a fist.
Okay.
And the monk, quote unquote, one is a flower. And it's just confusing. That's all. To my feeble pea brain.
Do you have a? What are you playing for Ben's thing?
For Ben's thing, I'm going to be a druid.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's right, because you're going to be the one-man wolf pack.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be a druid. I'm going to have an animal companion. And I almost had the feats worked out to also take familiar and take a wolf familiar. And then they could have done that and then summon a wolf as well.
So what do you mean almost had the, like, what prevented you from doing it?
I mean, you can do it, but you can't advance all those things very well. Like, you won't be able to be good at all of those. And you want to be good at, pen and paper, you kind of want to focus fire, right?
Right. Hmm. Helps with read things.
What?
What? Like, if you just continue, like, you know who I get it from, but like,
Oh, yes. Yes, it does.
all right. Man, I hope.
I also had to read the, whatchamacallit, the animal form stuff really close.
Mm-hmm.
Just
I
figure out
should
how
Rob.
spellcasting was going to work, and even then found some kind of weird inconsistencies. And then we had an argument about somatic components and apes.
Wait, what?
I think if you turn into an ape, you should be able to do somatic components.
Yes, because you still have hands,
You got hands. It's like Coco learned sign language, man.
right?
And I also really thought about that too. Like, I don't think any DM would let that fly. Like if you couldn't talk, letting you do sign language for your
For your verbal?
but I don't think a DM would let that fly. What if
No,
you
probably.
were a What if you were a mute spellcaster in D&D?
You would like it would probably like you'd probably be forced to take the.
Forced to take silent spell?
Mhm. Or you'd be forced to only take spells that don't have verbal component,
Yeah.
which would be a very, very, very small list. Right?
Yeah.
I think just about everything has some sort of verbal.
Alright. There's that. It's supposed to be attack bonus too. We'll find out real quick if that works or not. No baiting bite. Throat rip or baiting bite? Someone was asking. I do take baiting bite. With these llama guys, they don't have like skills and stuff, so I'm not fooling with it. But I do take baiting bite, and it does let you sometimes get in there and get that sneak attack. But for purposes of just kind of dorking around, I'm not fooling with it. Does work though. That's all. And then that usually goes right there. Let's see. Don't need any of these. Do this.
So it looks like the ranger does all the stupid hunted stuff.
Yeah, you gotta do your marking stuff, but it kind of works out because you get a couple options to take like 2 attacks with 1 action.
Mm-hmm.
No, Vanna, this is pure testing. I might pull my live character over later to try to fool with things. This is just a kind of theory craft. This thing or the other? Not that one. This thing. I guess.
Oh, or should I play something? Alright, so you're a druid.
I'm a druid.
Witty's a rogue. Looks like I think Dustin was going to be a cleric.
He's doing some kind of melee cleric.
Wonder what Zach's trying.
I don't know what he's doing yet. For the pen and paper. I don't know if he's decided.
Right. Because I guess depending on what he chooses to do, might, like, I don't know, because I feel like it wasn't that long ago that I played a halfling already.
Played a what?
Recently. I feel like it wasn't that long ago that I played a halfling.
Like basically every time?
When was the last time? No. Because I played a Dragonborn Paladin at one point in the recent future, and
that's true.
I played.
That's true.
Well, then we did Mutants and Masterminds, and I was just a brick wall.
You did play a tanky.
I mean, I guess that's what I bounce back and forth between, though, is like either a sneaky type or a tanky thing.
Yeah.
Look, everybody has their wheelhouses. They're happy, right? I mean, I think before that, I played a sorcerer in the last time you ran game, right?
But you
I was-
were...
Yes. Like before you started the Pathfinder stuff, I like the last where we were dealing with the Chartreuse man and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I was a sorcerer in that game. Man, maybe I just need to play the beats. When was the last time I played a barbarian?
Pathfinder 2 Barbarian is real pimp. There's a lot of like really good ways to go too.
Barbarian!
Barbaria!
Barb,
Really good
barbarian,
st-
barb,
really good stuff.
barb.
Oh, silly me. You need money to buy things. Can't remember which one of those options on that dude gives you money. So we're gonna just pick up some money from over here. Man, this would be nice to have on live. Just go pick up giant piles of money off the ground. Sad day. Raven left. 2.
What did Dustin? Dustin did the
This time or before?
right now. Gavin is like the barbarian, right?
He's a monk that shuffled into barbarian just a bit. He found like the one thing that stacked in a way that was advantageous because they're real careful to make sure you can't like stack up too much too much goodies. Be too min-maxy.
Mm-hmm.
You watched that like a hawk when they were making stuff, but he found one that slid through. Oh my gear. Buying all the same gear to make sure this is apples-ish. So I figured out another gear set for strength that is much, much, much better, I think. I think you could also play a druid. And we just basically turn that meme that he posted into reality.
What was this?
The meme that Ben posted about
Oh, about the mooses?
the main quest and then the party members just playing with all the animals while everything's on fire.
Right. Bad. Hmm.
That's what should happen. Meanwhile, I'm going to get a drink. Ugh. Oh! You could play a wizard.
Meh.
Except
I've-
Pathfinder 2 wizards are pretty lame. The feat
Are they?
choices are bad. I looked it over some more and kind of have to agree with Sam. And that's scary, agreeing with him.
Wait, did you say you had to agree with Sam? Sorry, I had to plug my headset in.
Yeah, I did. It's scary. Like, the feat choices are just not great. Like, they need a little... Like, the Barbarian, Rogue, and Fighter are awesome for feat choices.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the other classes are kind of pooped on. And Wizard probably is the most pooped on. Alright. That's not a whole lot of wisdom. We'll go back and redo the other guys with this. Get it a little closer. This means I gotta rework the other people. There, a little closer. Where's my notepad? Look at my computer. Didn't even- Oh, probably because it didn't overcome this. Motherfucker. That's speed, which means it won't. God, that's a huge nerf. That's such a huge nerf. So that means this bonus has to be past 16 to do anything. Damage. Fuck.
That could.
So in my planner, it's 48. Bonus would be 10. It would slightly get past that. Yeah.
Oh, maybe that'd be interesting.
Okay, still not speed. That could work. I gotta just stop this one. Out of curiosity. Oh, I'm making. Okay, well, I'll just offset this.
Alright, the people who wanted to go to dinner are apparently heading to dinner. So I'm gonna meet up with them. Alrighty, man. I will. If you're still on when I get back, I'll chat at you then.
Okay, okay.
Alright, bye-bye.
So, looks like big stat bonus is definitely. Oh, is this not on? Ah, it was on. That would make this even better. That would make this even better. Snack up, snack up. Snack bullets. Yeah. Listen. take a little break, more food and shower and stuff, and try some more testings. Back in a little while.